Let us continue partnership intermediaries. The term partnership intermediary means as an agency. Partnership intermediary is an agency of a state or a local government or a non-profit entity owned or some types of non-profit organizations chartered, funded or operated by or on behalf of a state or local government that assists, counsels, advises, evaluates or otherwise cooperates with small business firms or institutions of higher education. The higher education as per the Higher Education Act of 1965. This is the general meaning of partnership intermediaries. So this partnership intermediaries may be the owned by a state or the local government, or it may be a non-profit organization, chartered, funded means it is getting funds from them. Rules and regulations are being formed by who it owns. It may be a state or local government or non-profit entity, or it is operated by or on behalf of a state, maybe state government authorizing some organizations to run them or to operate them. State or local government that assists, counsels, advises, evaluates or otherwise cooperates with small business firms or institutions of higher education defined in section 201A of the Higher Education Act 1965. Okay, according to this law, this is the definition of the partnership intermediaries. Education institutions within the meaning of section 219 4 of Title 10 United States Code that need or can make demonstrably productive use of technology related assistance from a federal laboratory, including state programs receiving funds under cooperative agreements entered into under section 5121 of the Omnibus Trade and Competitiveness Act of 1988. These two laws gives the proper dimension of the partnership intermediaries. To simplify further, it has push and pull approaches. Technology push and market pull are the two ideas that affect innovation strategy. What is technology push and market pull? We are going to take a look at how they affect that strategy. And so, why do we think this concept of technology push and market pull is significant? But basically, if you consider innovation types, they can be classified as either technology driven or market driven. These two are the driving forces behind any innovation, or market may be demanding for this, or technology might be driving that innovation. And by classifying innovation opportunities like this, either technology driven or market driven, we can make it easier to develop appropriate strategies for how to get your innovation into the marketplace. So it can be successfully implemented in marketplace. It should be tested in marketplaces only. We cannot test in any other areas. Marketplace means it is not only the market where goods are being sold, buying and selling take place, but it can be any department where the innovation is properly implemented. This is where research and development or some technology breakthrough actually drives the launch of a product. And so it is a technology that is interesting to customers in the marketplace and valuable to customers in the marketplace. So after the successful application in the market, customer is showing interest in them in that, and he is uh, finding some value in the marketplace. And some example of these are when way back in 1993, when the Apple Newton PDA was developed, and it was way ahead of its time. But it was a real good example of technology pushed away, pushed way out there, interesting technology. Maybe it was not as successful as it could have been, but it was pushed out into the marketplace because technological upgradation it is. That is, company is Apple in 1993. That gadget was Apple Newton PDA. At that time, it was very interesting technology, but it was not successfully implemented because it was not aware, but it is pushed out because of the technology, means emerged out from the technologies. In a current example, the Samsung Galaxy with touchscreen technology in 2012 is really an example of sorry, technology push that was pushed out into the marketplace and probably responding to some market need, but basically it was a push of technology, means technology has given additional features for the existing things, or Samsung Galaxy, like Galaxy series was completely new in the market, which was enabled with touchscreen facility as well as other aspects of GUI or some other areas. So it is big because technology uh, has given this push to go this particular product in the into the market. Market pull, this is the opposite of technology push. We cannot tell it is an opposite, but it moves in the another direction. This is when the market demand for some solution to a problem, some solution to a need in the marketplace actually triggers a development of a new product. When a company identifies there is some area which are not catered to, people or the customers are looking for such customized product or any new product of their requirement, because of research company came to know now this demand or the requirement is derived from, originated from the marketplace, right? That is why it is market pull. This innovation is pulled by the market or pulling by the customer is pulling this, he wants that. So there is pressure and interest and desire for the marketplace that is telling companies we need to have something. So some solutions we have to find out. And so one example of this is simply with the miniaturization of digital cameras, making them smaller and easier to use. Bulky cameras are very difficult to handle and they are not portable, so they are not fitting into bags and all. If the size of that is reduced, definitely demand will be more for such cameras, digital cameras or any type of cameras. And photo editing softwares, where there was a real rush of people who are taking photos everywhere and processing them, and so the market really was telling companies that what we need is an easy way to handle all these digital photos. This is also again market pull. This innovation or the requirement or the need is derived from the marketplace. That is why it is market pull. If it is technological upgradation or something which happens due to usage of technology, that becomes technological push. First of all, in a technology push approach, we are focusing on technical issues and problems. How? Because it is related with the technology. And then what you do is trigger some kind of research for the technical and scientific knowledge. Here, this is big because this innovation is happening because of the technical guys or tech who is skilled in techniques or technological knowledge is very important, both within the firm, in your R&D function. R&D means research and development function, or uh, the talent that we have got inside in our company. And we also look with at external sources. What is that? Is the body of knowledge, the body of scientific knowledge, the body of technical knowledge can show and tell us about what that technology can do. So ultimately this for technology push or any type of technological innovation, uh, uh, resources or any developers should have the proper scientific knowledge, technical knowledge also. Then only that kind of uh, innovation can happen. If I'm not a technical guy, if I think about something which is new in the techniques or techniques, but how can I crystallize my ideas, because I don't know the ABCD of techniques. then it becomes very hectic and unscientific also. The technological innovation process. The basic research is that phase of technological innovation process that only occurs in large companies, usually in the pharmaceutical, energy, information technology sectors, which keeps research and development departments continuously abreast of the state of the art technologies that most impact their organization. So this usually R&D department is seen in large companies, not in SMEs, small and medium enterprises, because we have to fund the particular department to find new things. So it is cost basis. But larger companies can afford to it. If they get some new innovation, definitely it becomes credit for the company and they can own the patent of it. Because of patent, definitely they will enjoy the market share in the future. That is why technological innovation usually happens in larger companies. Applied research, when it detects some specific market needs that may represent an opportunity to develop a suitable competitive advantage for the business, the company searches among the technology that dominate the way to solve this problem. At this point, we can integrate existing technologies creatively and innovatively, or really develop something totally new. So that is why in the beginning slides we have discussed that the meaning of innovation is newness or upgradation or the renewal. It may be renewal because of the existing one, or it is completely new because of it is developed something totally new. Development. When reaching a solution to the market need, it is time to develop the product, service, or processes that will be marketed or employed. So, in the third stage of the technological approach, we are finding a solution. We are reaching to the solution where it can be tested or employed in the particular market. For this, prototype is developed. Prototype is nothing but the initial structure of that or miniature of that particular product or services is developed that must be tested. So before letting that into market, definitely it should be tested, preferably with the help of the public that will use it. So you have to select some customers or some area to test this pilot launch, what we can call. Two interesting approaches to this stage of the technological innovation processes can be design thinking, which takes into account how people interact with innovative products and services; Scrum, which promotes small iterations, incremental advances in the prototype, and the rest of the innovation process always based on the needs of those who will use it. General meaning of Scrum is a crowd of people who are pushing each other. So here that is helpful in promoting small iterations. Iterations are repetitions, incremental advances, and the in the prototype. So when you're testing something in the beginning, definitely you will find some kind of flaws in that particular prototype. So your repetition means repeatedly you are testing them and you are finding some flaws in each iteration. Then you are expected to remove those flaws before letting the particular innovation into marketplace. So it will be free of flaws or errors when it comes to real market, or when it reaches the market, when customers start using it, definitely they won't face much problems because these iterations will help us to remove the errors or mistakes or whatever that may be. Some flaws will be removed. Fourth one is the engineering. With the prototype test set, when we came out with the ultimate solutions after removal of the errors or the mistakes or whatever, now in the final step you have to turn it into a scalable product or service that can be mass produced, so that you are ready to produce in bulk and you are able to meet the specific needs of an industry. So material suppliers appropriate forms of storage and transportations are researched, such as connecting parts and benefiting inputs, defining which professionals will need to be hired and trained among their measures. When it is new, definitely you need new machines, new type of skilled laborers. So they should be hired and trained to meet the larger production system. And material suppliers appropriate forms of storage, where it should be stored, what, who will be the suppliers of raw materials, right? Who are transporting this product to the market, everything we have to finalize in engineering stage. When it comes to the fifth stage, manufacture stage, this is one of the most important aspects of the technological innovation process. It is time to define the best way to deliver the solution created to the final customer with efficiency and quality. Manufacturing is nothing but when you are undertaking the process, or you are undertaking the manufacturing in bulk or as per the required quantities. Marketing, after production, where it should be reach the market. That is why you need to market the product. With the product or service ready to be released, it's time to do concept tests, market research and market testing to see if any adjustments are still required depending on how their acceptance and distribution is taking place in test markets. Again, you are doing pilot study in the selected areas or the test markets, yeah, so that you are able to understand how customers are accepting or receiving our product. So it is because after that we are able to extend to other markets. In the seventh stage, that is called promotion, once the market tests are done, pilot studies are made, the product or service is launched nationally or globally. From the existing tested market, we are extending to regional or national or international level, depending on the markets the company serves. This stage of technological innovation process can use agile marketing, which employs a Scrum and Kanban methodologies to launch the products and services rapidly to achieve results in or immediate result or as early as possible. The eighth stage is continuous improvement. Once launched both the product or service, the processes flows used to produce and deliver them to end customers are constantly measured and analyzed. So here measured and analyzed means after sales support should be given to the customer, so that you are able to get to know what is happening to that particular product, whether customers are totally happy, whether they are 50% happy, whether they are 80% happy, whether they are totally unhappy. We should be um, studying this part, that is evaluation part. If anything can be upgraded, you can implement that upgradation in the next batch of production with the aim of looking for ways to improve them even more. There is no end for the improvement, right? And adding even more perceived values to the final customer, so that final customer should not skip to, or he should not look for any alternative which are available in the market. He should not move, or he should not throw our product. He should be with us. That is why, or it can happen only through the continuous evaluation and upgradation of the product. When market and strategy dimensions, as the innovation moves from idea to market, always the any innovation is first in the critical stage, that is idea generation. Then you have to crystallize it, then you have to create a prototype and test for it, then you have to release them into market. So flow of innovation always starts from the idea to then flows to market. It is tough to get consumers to adopt innovation, and it is getting harder all the times. And more markets take on the characters of networks once reliable tools for introducing new products and services don't work as well as they used to. The efficacy of advertising, efficacy means complete efficiency of the advertising as a whole. Promotions, both are same in the promotions and advertising, both are meant for creating the market. The sales force has declined. it is more difficult for innovators to rise above the din of information from competing sources, and only hard to manage the relationship skills seem to make a difference. So ultimately, how we are able to stay in the market, it is because of the advertising, promotion, and the sales force, their performances. Executives need to rethink the way they bring innovation to the market. By using game theory, they can develop new strategies for playing in today's networked world. Next is nature's way. Markets, by their very nature, resist new ideas and products. No doubt, customers are not accepting the changes which is already there and they are happy with. But when new idea is there, when the customer finds some kind of value to the product or their purchase, it may take time. It cannot happen overnight. Despite the risks involved with the developing and launching new innovation, companies love them because they drive profits. If they success, that success brings them profits, growth, and shareholder value. Innovations reap such handsome rewards because they are risky. Markets, meanwhile, kill most new products and services and accept the rest only grudgingly. For instance, television took more than 3 decades to become a mass medium in the United States, from the first experimental broadcasts in the late 1920s to widespread acceptance in the 1960s. In 1980s, we adopted this in India, late 1980s, I think. Markets are inimical to innovation because they crave equilibrium. So inimical means unfriendly to innovation because it takes its own time. It will lead to equilibrium. What is equilibrium? As defined by the beautiful mind of Nobel Prize winner John Nash, is a situation. What equilibrium you are talking about? It is a situation where every player in a market believes that he or she is making the best possible choices and that every other player is doing the same. Equilibrium in the market lends stability to the players' expectations, validates their choices, and reinforces their behavior. So they don't want to change the existing system. They think that everyone is gaining, everyone is making the best possible choices. When an innovation enters the market, it upsets the players expectations and choices and introduces uncertainty in the decision making, because which existing one should I go with, or should I go with the innovative ideas, or the in some innovation whatever came when innovation enters into the market, they becomes upset, they will lose their, or they will fall in dilemma, whether I have to go with the existing one, or should I go with the new in uh, to go with the innovation, because it creates a kind of uncertainty in their mind. For example, the United States wireless communications industry had found equilibrium by 22 means 2002 or 2002, with several big players, relatively stable technologies, and steady consumer switching rates. But the government decision in November 2003 to let consumers take their telephone numbers with them when they changed carriers seemed likely to disrupt the status quo. Innovations try to change the status quo, which is why market resist them. The players confident, sorry, the player's dependent behavior makes it tougher for companies to dislodge the status quo than if each participant were to act autonomously. This dependent behavior makes it tougher for companies to dislodge the status quo. They don't want to move from the existing system. When America's first transcontinental railroads were built in the 1860s, for example, factories and businesses that were close to waterways did not immediately relocate near railways. They did so only when they felt their customers and suppliers were making the switch too. So no companies are immediately taking the decision until they are satisfied with the testers. Some companies will always test the market, then they will take the leadership. Other companies follow the trend, so they becomes the trend followers. The who initially takes the initiative will be the trend setters. So in this example, when the railroads were built in US in 1860s, the factories which are located near to the sea or waterways, they have not shifted immediately to the railways because they are already using waterways for transportation or transportation, but they are not ready to test with the railroads which are new to the transportation system. Structure, nature of the network markets, characteristics of the network markets, challenges for innovators, framework for entering into new market. So this gives the market structure, how closely the markets are, what type of market they are, what are the challenges innovator face, and framework for entering into the market. So they have to come out with the new strategies. Nature of market. Markets resist new ideas and products that we discussed already. Television acceptance mass media is one of the best example. Launch of personal computers, mobile phones. Despite the risks, companies love innovation as they drive profits. If they get succeeded, definitely it will fetch in profits, name, fame, and everything. Growth and shareholders value also will be part of the innovations in the later stage.